You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Baby Daddy After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Baby Daddy After Show.
Love it. Welcome, guys.
We get some gospel music.
I've never heard this version of Happy Birthday.
It had 25 million views on YouTube, so it has to be good.
It had to be good, right?
And it's very soulful. I feel like Emma's a very soulful baby.
Welcome, guys, to Baby Daddy Season 3, Episode 12, Send in the Clowns. I'm your host, Annika Michelle, and with me, of course, is...
Andreas Sgourdos.
Greek Casanova is back.
Greek Casanova in the house. I had to take a couple weeks off.
He was busy filming.
I was nursing my feelings.
Being a movie star.
Oh, yeah, big movie star. But, yeah. Who let the clowns out?
They were kind of funny. I had to say
What noise do sounds make?
What?
Or sounds make. What noise do clowns make?
I don't know. Honk, honk.
Honk,
beep, beep.
honk. Yeah, all right.
Beep, beep.
Who let the clowns out?
Oh, my gosh. Beep, beep. There you
Oh,
go.
thanks,
you, Marissa.
Marissa.
And that's Marissa in the booth, of course.
Marissa, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Marissa? Dang, you got a nice voice, girl.
Oh my gosh, Creeper 5000 right here.
Why, thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Emma celebrated her numero uno birthday. For those of you who speak Spanish, you know what it is.
Yeah, after 3 seasons.
3 seasons. I want to age like Emma.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, every
Take
3
that
years
long?
you celebrate one birthday.
That'd be kind of sick.
I celebrated a birthday a few months ago.
He did.
We still got to properly celebrate.
We're still gonna properly celebrate at the happiest place on earth.
My house?
Oh my god.
My bed? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. You're crazy. But in this episode, there's a lot of things going on, obviously.
Yeah.
It's kind of random how these like side stories went into this episode.
What was your initial reaction to this episode?
Overall, you mean?
What? I'm just kidding. No, there was some. I liked parts of the episode, but some of the storylines are kind of.
They were just random. I feel like, what
Yeah.
do they have to do with the birthday?
Yeah.
I was hoping to be more like, let's have a birthday party and like ponies and other little girls, but there was not a single.
First of all, that was the creepiest birthday I've ever seen in my life.
Creepster 5000 was back there with a plaid shirt. If you
I did
guys
some
saw
background
him.
on that episode, and I felt like a creep because, I mean, I've been to kids' birthday parties before, but it's usually like the kid to adult ratio is higher, so there are more kids than adults. But that birthday it looked like it was at an ice cream parlor.
It was.
But it looked like it was some weird dive bar.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of old people there, and like the youngest person, like the only kid was Emma.
Only kid was Emma.
Emma, you need to get some kids like friends your own age.
Well, Ben uses Emma to like pick up chicks, but
Yeah.
I don't think Ben ever. I mean, like she doesn't really have.
Emma needs to go on a
birthday.
play date or something.
She really does.
Why doesn't Emma go on a play date? We should talk to the writers. We should get some writers on the show and tell them that Emma needs to play dates
Yes.
and to stop making me look like a creep in the background because I was creeping out in the background. I didn't know what to do. That was just weird.
Not only were you the plaid shirt creeper, but tell them who you stood in for in this episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So for those of you who don't know what a stand-in is, I didn't know either until recently. Basically, the actor, the really highly paid actor, they don't want him to work too much. So when they're setting up the camera shots, because they have to get the lighting perfect because they have to look impeccable on camera, they're not going to make them stand under those harsh lights for that long period of time because they might break a sweat. So what they do is they bring in somebody that looks similar to them to stand in for them.
Usually has the same proportion.
Yeah, usually the same like height, sex, like, hair length.
Yeah.
So they have them stand in for the actor until the cameras and lights are all set up, and then they could come in and say their lines and go back to their trailer. So I got to stand in for an actor. Guess who it was?
Derek Thieler.
No, try again.
I know who it is.
It was Baby Ben. But not baby. It was the little one that was eating the ice cream.
It was the kid that Jenny DeLuca had.
Yeah, Ben Jr.
Ben Jr.
Which is another story.
Who's also like a 5-year-old kid that Andreas stood in for.
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
Because
clearly they have the same proportion.
That kid had way better hair than me, and he's got way more followers on Instagram.
Oh my god.
That kid's doing better. He's better at life than I am.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like a quarter of my age.
Yeah, he's like a 5-year-old. It's great. Starting young on the social medias.
And he's like, yeah, really witty. I'm jealous. I want to be like him when I grow up.
Oh my gosh. But speaking of that boy, I guess we can talk about Ben and Jenny now.
Oh yeah, Ben and Jenny. What'd you think of Jenny?
Combo.
She reminded me like a girl I dated.
Did she? Did you have a girl? Did you date a girl with that
She
accent?
kind of looked like her. It's creepy. I'm not gonna say her name because then
she might be listening.
Get weird. Yeah, you know all those listeners.
Yeah, you never know.
But that was an interesting storyline.
It was just we both said it. We were watching it together right now. And we both said it, like, they're not going to give him this child because he already has one, and one's already enough.
Yeah, they should throw Danny a child.
I don't know if he'd be like that responsible to like.
I know, but you can't give poor Ben two kids.
You can't give Ben. No.
He's gonna be flair bartending with these kids.
Have them strapped.
Even though that was a really good kid, that was a cute kid. If you're gonna have to claim a kid, I'd be like, all right, let's go.
And he's already like 5. He's past like the diaper stages.
Yeah. No, he was
cute.
That was an interesting storyline.
It was random, and like because Ben and Riley used to work there at that parlor.
Yeah, that's another similarity between this and Friends. We're talking when we were watching the episode before here. It's like some of Friends' most popular episodes were the playback or the flashback episodes.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, Baby Daddy does a pretty decent job of utilizing that effect, having the flashbacks, because in a way, you get to learn more about the characters and what they're like growing up and their awkward phase. And I think Ben's awkward phase is really, really funny. Even though he had game, he looked like a creep. He was growing out his mustache. He had like
braces.
It was like Napoleon Dynamite with braces.
But he was still getting girls in that backroom inventory.
Yeah, he was still getting girls. And then we get Danny the jock. He's got a mullet, but he still has really good bone structure. He's still really tall. And he's still like, he's digging on Riley, who's
not
eating all the ice cream.
Who's like 50 pounds heavier.
I worked at Dairy Queen, and I had a similar story to her.
Did you?
Yeah, we're allowed one thing of ice cream per shift,
yeah.
And I would take the nacho bowl because at the Dairy Queen I worked at, they had like chili cheese dogs, hamburgers, and nachos because they also served food there. So I'm like, you said I could have one ice cream at a time. So I would make the cavity deluxe. I would stick all the ice cream in like a nacho bowl and put every topping on, including like chocolate covered bananas, and it was. So I know what you're going through, Riley.
Were you 75 pounds heavier?
No, I had a faster metabolism than her. She might have a thyroid problem.
We never know.
Yeah, but that was funny. I thought she played it really well.
It was good. I like their flashback episodes, but like you were saying with Friends, I think we've talked about this before, but they have like the whole love triangle thing going on too.
Yeah.
Like the cat and mouse thing, and like the baby's named Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah, just little similarities, but it
works.
It's
the same show.
It's the same show with the baby.
And Taj, you are a really good mime, by the way.
Oh my gosh, so good. He was like, I love when he was
stole
like
that
catching
scene.
Melissa.
Yeah.
With the a fishing line or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he caught him with like a rope or something.
Yeah.
He was like a lasso, and then he was like, that was really good. And he just went with it. I think they should bring Taj back as a mime in one of the episodes.
That'd be so fun.
An episode about Taj getting a mime
like
job.
Have his own show. Like they go into the theater and he's miming.
And he's like really good. Or needs some extra cash because he gets fired from his job, so he's a mime on the streets of New York.
We're giving all these
next
like
to
great
the naked
ideas.
cowboy.
Yes, naked cowboy in Times Square.
He needs to be in an episode.
Can you imagine? That'd be hilarious. But anyways, back to this one. So Ben thinks that, oh my God, this kid's mine. Jenny, her accent, which kind of threw me off because at times it was way stronger than others.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't as consistent.
Where she was trying to be
It wasn't
from.
distracting. It sounded like a Jersey accent, didn't it? Or Long Island or something. I didn't find it too distracting. I thought she was her
good.
dad was really good.
What has he been in?
I don't know. We should
really
we should have done our homework before this.
Him. What?
He played really Frankie.
Yeah, I don't think that they said his real name.
He was
Frankie.
He was probably in like a few episodes of The Sopranos.
I could totally see that. My cousin Tony.
Or like a Scorsese film.
Yeah.
He was probably like a featured extra in Goodfellas.
Oh my God, a featured extra.
No, before he made it big.
Of course, yeah.
He was really good. Like he's really good, and he's funny too. So.
I liked him. I liked his character. I like that they came back to this ice cream parlor like however many years later trying to have this birthday party for Emma.
Yeah, why would you want to go back to the ice cream parlor when it seems like they had really bad memories there? Well, Riley did.
Right. And it's like, it's New York. You have so many choices, you know?
Yeah. Go ice skating.
With the 1-year-old?
Or take her somewhere. Take her to a petting zoo.
That'd be cute.
Here's the thing, though. Luckily, when you're 1, you don't remember stuff like that. Because that could really affect her, like, later on in life. That could really mess her up.
Like,
if she remembers that weird, creepy dude in the background staring at her at her birthday and like
and no other kids.
Dive bar.
Some random like older Asian woman, you know, where'd she come from?
She's got a really like diverse demographic of friends though, because there's like an older person, like an Asian person. There's like, I guess I would be the ethnically ambiguous one. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. I'm part Greek. I could be ethnically ambiguous.
I guess you could.
Yeah. It
was just funny. There was no other kids. But anyway, long story short, they found out that Ben is...
Long story short, Emma's a loser.
Well, it's not really her fault. So mean. It's not her fault. It's Ben that's not taking her out. Ben's just using her to get chicks.
Yeah, play date. Come on.
Come on, Ben. Get it together.
Do it the program. So, yeah.
But she ends up... Ben Jr. ends up not being Ben's kid, and Bobby something's child.
Thank God. Yeah.
The one convict.
The guy that's in prison.
That's a better dad to have.
Yeah.
You know, but
20 to life. I wonder what he's in jail for or prison for.
I don't know if we'd find out. I guess
stealing
we have to make
ice
up our
cream.
own answers. Yes.
Selling it on the black market.
The dad was done. Enough inventory in the back room.
Did we touch on Margot yet?
Not yet. Let's get to it.
Oh yeah, that's the storyline I didn't really like that much. You loved it though.
No, it was just random. Andreas loves throwing me under the bus.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I just thought it was really random. I feel like it would have been more appropriate in another episode. I just thought it was completely I mean, I get how they connected it because of the old videotape.
Yeah, they're watching old videotapes of Ben's birthdays, who they taped over most of them.
Right.
That's
which is so sad. Like one with the sex tape was taped over.
Well, that makes sense. But like,
does it on the child's birthday to have a sex tape?
Well, I mean, it's got to go somewhere. I'm sure it wasn't that long.
Is that right?
It wasn't that much footage. A hockey, like a boring hockey game. Come on. So, you know, like here's the thing. If you're going to videotape something, that's good because you know nobody else is going to have a video of you having sex with your significant other. But like a sex video or a hockey video, it's like, come on. There's a million parents there with these like big cameras. Yeah, I'm sure you could borrow the footage from someone. In a digital age, you just...
The olden times with the huge things. Yeah. You know, they have to stand up to
like
get
a boom mic.
Yeah.
They're holding it over the ice. But, I mean, it's okay. I'd give her a free pass on that one.
Yeah.
But from the videos... From the VHSs, we were able to figure out that Margot, which is Riley's aunt, was pregnant, but Riley's mom was not pregnant.
No, and she had the kid, like Riley was born a week later. And so for being born a week later, you obviously need to look like you're exploding.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, true. She was, yeah, I guess Riley's new mom is, Margot's pretty hip though. She looks good.
Yeah.
Not a bad
Well, if you guys remember, the actress who played Riley's mom in season 2 was one of the aunts on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I forgot her name.
I don't know her name either.
But she's one of the aunts.
I forgot that episode. You said it was a book club episode?
Yeah, like she had a book club with Melissa Peterman.
So yeah, basically, Margot is an upgrade.
She's a cool mom. I mean, even Melissa Peterman, even Bonnie said that.
Looks freakishly similar to Melissa Peterman.
So similar.
Yeah, it's weird. And yeah, there's a lot of Melissa Peterman lookalikes out here because last episode they had the girl
Bailey
who looked just like Melissa Peterman too. So
well, you know, blonde, blue eyes, cute. You know,
it's true, works. Melissa. Rawr. Since Melissa's married, I mean.
Oh my gosh. But it was funny because at first Riley didn't catch on to what was happening. She's like, "Oh, I have a cousin out there. It's crazy." Yeah. And like Danny, the slow one, figures it out.
Yeah, that was funny. When Margot's like, I didn't figure, you're the stupid or you're the dumb
you're the
one.
Slow one.
How'd you figure that out? And he's like, I put 2 and 2 together or something.
That's exactly
what
he said.
2 and 2 makes 4, dude.
But he figured it out, and Riley, the lawyer, couldn't put 2 and 2 together, and like, oh my God, that's me, you know?
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that they were at Ben's birthday, considering that Bonnie hated Riley's mom, and if Riley wasn't born, what would be the reason of her being there?
You got to put all hatred aside when somebody's celebrating a birthday. You know? personal vendettas need to go out the door. It's a birthday. We're celebrating the birth of a human being, right?
It's true.
True. Here's to hoping Emma has a better second birthday.
Yeah, or like a 1.5.
She didn't even eat any cake.
She didn't, because Danny ate it.
Yeah, you want to know something? Some interesting story behind this episode, behind the scenes.
Tell us behind
since
the
I was
scenes.
an extra. You know the scene where she was sleeping?
Yes.
It took so long to get that scene because obviously they're using twins. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but when babies can only work for a certain amount of hours on set, and so usually like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they have twins. So they needed to get a sleeping baby for that scene. So to get her sleeping, even though it's like a 1-2 second shot of her sleeping, they probably spent at least 45 minutes on that actual scene because they had to, you know, Emma's not going to be able to pretend like she's sleeping. She doesn't understand that. So they would have to swap babies. They would have to rock a baby in another room, have a shade over its face while it was sleeping, dim the lights on the soundstage where they're filming. Everybody would have to be completely quiet. Nobody could say a single word. They would gently place the baby in the little chair, and then they would slowly turn the lights on and action. And that's how they got it. And it took about 45 minutes.
That's intense.
So everybody was just silent for 45 minutes just to capture that 2-second shot of the baby sleeping. So I don't know if you guys, was it worth it?
It was a cute shot. I thought that they were just put the, like, because she had a little smile on her face.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a little kid.
Maybe she knew. Maybe she's smarter than all of us.
She's like, I know what they're up to.
15 years from now, she's going to be like, you know, I was not sleeping.
I was acting.
I was in on the joke, right? I was trying to get some overtime and get paid a little more, keep it on the clock. But she's such a cute baby.
She's so adorable. I love that her tongue is always out now.
Oh, yeah.
My little niece is in that stage.
It's like Michael Jordan.
Oh my God, Miley Cyrus.
No, Michael Jordan's straight out. Miley Cyrus to the side, and Emma's got her own.
Just got her own thing going on.
Yeah.
But it was good. I hope next time that they give her a real birthday party.
Oh yeah, and I'm a creep, and I go on Facebook and I look at Baby Daddy's Facebook page, and I read the comments because I'm cool like that. And people still think that they've been using the same babies for 3 seasons. That's impossible. So just to clear the air, they've had 3 different sets of twins for 3 seasons. They do a really good job of casting kids that look almost identical to each other. And so it's a different set. And I heard this set of twins has been the easiest to work with.
They're fun.
So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to see them.
I want the baby to grow with them at this point. Like, come on.
I think I don't know. I don't know anything, but I think it's time. I think they might have these babies growing to make this story a little more interesting because I mean it has to. People are all of a sudden are going to be like, they're going to lose interest in a baby that never ages. Plus when somebody ages, you start to encounter different things in that baby's life that it has to go through, and as an audience and a fan, you want to go through that with them. So
it's very true.
Like the Olsen twins on Full House.
Exactly, they grew with them from 6 months.
So here's crossing your fingers to that. They'll be able to progress with the storyline a little more. And yeah, there wasn't that much love in this episode between Ben, Danny,
there wasn't
and
really any love.
Yeah.
Any love triangle thing going on or anything. No one trying to get anybody, really.
Yeah.
Other than the flashback of Danny trying to take Riley to the movies, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
I don't know. They kind of playing it, cool.
Who's cuter, flashback Ben or flashback Danny?
Flashback Danny.
Oh.
Duh.
Dude. Wait, have we seen a flashback Taj yet?
No, that needs to happen.
Oh my God.
That would be hilarious. Well, because they didn't know Taj at the time.
There should be a flashback Taj of like him in Full House or something hanging out with us.
Hey kids, or like sister.
That kid is like, yeah, he was the
Smart
cutest
guy.
little kid ever with the little pointy ears, like the little elf ears.
So cute.
He's got to come on the show.
We're waiting Taj and Derek.
Yeah.
And Melissa and Chelsea. Well, Chelsea's shooting, but yes.
Yeah, Chelsea fans, Riley fans, she's shooting a movie in Vancouver. So it's a Lifetime movie. So
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Look at her Instagram. She posts really cool pictures. I'm jealous.
You want to be?
She's always like sipping hot chocolate or like in a hot tub, or she has like candles.
In a hot tub?
Or like rose petals.
Where have you seen her lately?
She's on like, honestly, no. Go to her Instagram. I'm not being weird. She's like on a hot tub in like British Columbia in downtown Vancouver in a hot tub. And like
Oh my
you don't see
gosh.
her, you just like see her feet like overlooking the city.
Okay.
And it's like hashtag rough life or something.
Tough life.
Yeah, tough life.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to check
I
this
want
out.
that life.
Right? That's not a bad life to have.
Stand-ins don't get that kind of treatment.
No.
We don't get hot tubs in Vancouver.
You don't get to stand in a hot tub.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. But it was good. I like that. I'm excited. I don't know what next week's is going to be. I didn't see the preview. Did you?
Next week's episode?
Is it the prom one?
No.
Ugh, I'm waiting for that.
Actually, I don't know. Do clowns creep you out though? We haven't talked enough about
That's
clowns.
true. No, they actually, I'm just like kind of indifferent. I'm not like scared. I haven't watched that movie that you were talking about. So
Oh
I
yeah.
wasn't...
Stephen King, It is probably one of the scariest movies ever made. And I remember when I got it when I was younger because it was VHS and it was like 2 tapes. So the first tape was the backstory of how the clown came to be. So it was like the kids all growing up together, and it's like they're adults now, but the first tape is them when they were kids. It's like a flashback. So for the first hour and a half, it's watching this clown torment them as kids. Then
Nope.
eject, pop the VHS out after you rewind it, of course. Put in the second one, and now it's a story of them when they're an adults. They're adults and they're getting tormented by this clown, and it's the creepiest clown ever. So
Yeah, that probably is where the fear comes
it's
from.
Stephen
people.
King's like probably arguably one of his scariest.
Are you scared of clowns or creeped out by them?
I just don't think they're that entertaining. Like
Or supposed to be funny?
I watched Bozo when I was younger, and the most entertaining thing about that was when they're trying to get it was like beer pong basically.
Okay.
You remember when he would have the little,
circles
ping
to
pong and they
win,
would throw it in the
yeah.
bucket?
Mm-hmm.
And you're always yelling at the TV as a kid, like, come on, you suck. You're like 5, flipping off the TV.
Oh my
And Bozo was so creepy. But basically, that was like children's version of beer pong.
Right. The acceptable
What was the
version.
prize at the end of the last bucket? Wasn't it like $5 gift
I
certificate to
don't
like Toys R
remember.
Us or something?
You're going to Toys R Us by this creepster clown.
And he gets to escort you,
Oh
Bozo.
my.
But
I have to say in this episode, I love that Tucker's name Tuckles was taken, so he had to be Tuck Tuck.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, it's Tuck Tuck the clown," and then
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Ben's like, "Tuckles." He's like, "Yeah, Tuckles was taken. Can you believe it?"
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "Who was it taken by? Did you research this online?"
They should have like, I wish at the end of the episode they could have had a little bit with them being clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always a really tall clown, there's always a really short clown, so
and
that worked
Danny
together.
and Taj were perfect.
They should have had him carrying a ladder, and then one of
Like
them
doing
just
like a
like
little
hit the other one in the
stick,
ladder.
or like the pie in the face.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
I want to see Taj try to hit Danny in the face with a pie, like try to.
You know what would have been funny? Okay. No.
As
We're like
they come up.
directing. If they had a ladder, right? And Taj climbed up the ladder with a pie and pied him in the face.
And Danny bent down and it went to Emma
And then
instead.
Emma giggled, was like, "Eh," and then they got a shot of her sleeping. That would have been awesome.
As we just redirected the whole show.
This is what you need to do.
You guys can go back and reshoot it, right? It's fine.
Our audience hates us. They're like, no, it's perfect the way it is, you idiots.
No. But I liked it.
Should we go to news and gossip?
Do you have any news and gossip?
Well, what did you say yesterday? Or last episode? I wasn't here last episode. Did you have any news and gossip last episode?
I don't think so.
I got some news and gossip.
Okay, you tell us news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I got some news and gossip. Greek Casanova on the ones and twos.
you tell
Okay,
'em.
basically, good news for all you baby daddy fans out there.
You're not going to be a creepster in season 4?
Oh, did you already tell them? There is going to be a season 4 pickup, and it's going to start
Yes.
shooting in July, and it's 22 episodes. Did we already talk about this?
Yes.
Yay!
But we want to re-announce it because we know you guys are super excited as we are too.
And wow, that was all I had. Wait, what? We already talked about this?
Yes.
But it's official. We have an official pickup.
Oh, we know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Anyways,
no,
I
it's
blew
good
that
though.
one.
I like it.
Are you? Thank you.
Thanks, Marissa.
Are you guys as excited as I am?
I'm excited. I love the show. It's
Yeah.
cute.
So, and I heard that maybe they will be using the same babies. So
So there's a little.
I just heard it
gossip.
through the grapevine. That's some gossip too, because if they're going to use the same babies, they're going to get older, and maybe next season we'll be able to celebrate their 2nd birthday,
and not have to wait 3 seasons.
and
for
maybe
another
Emma will
birthday
have some
party.
friends.
Her
You know,
own age.
It's hard to have friends when you can't talk. Like, what kind of conversation are you going to have?
I mean, they babble to each other. You know, they know.
Did you see the YouTube video of the 2 twins next to the refrigerator?
So cute.
Those kids, I want to know. I want a baby interpreter to tell me exactly what they're talking about
'Cause they
because
were
they're having
so
way too
into
much fun in
it.
front of that refrigerator. So,
That was a very cute video. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. You want to tell them where they can find you?
yeah, guys, thanks for listening to us. You can find me on Instagram at Greek Casanova. Greek Casanova. Casanova. on Instagram. Thank you very much.
You can find me on my website, AnnikaMichelle.com, Twitter at Annika_Michelle, and Instagram, AnnikaMichelle1. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for
we'll
watching.
see you next week.
Yay!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.